Hey everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again. Today I'm back with another LEGO Jurassic World, or actually, I guess this is Jurassic Park video. For the first time in 2023, we got sets to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Jurassic Park, and we've never gotten so many sets based on the first movie before. We've had like one or two here or there, but it's really exciting to see all of these iconic scenes come to life as, a wave of sets for the very first time. I know that these sets are super old at this point, but I had to make a video because Jurassic World is one of my favorite LEGO themes. I've been dying to build these sets for so long, and I really, really love the new dinosaurs and the new builds too. So I wanted to talk about them a little bit. Before we get into it, though, I do want to remind everyone that I am an employee of the LEGO Group. However, all opinions expressed in these videos are my own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the LEGO Group, and LEGO is a registered trademark of the LEGO Group of companies, which does not sponsor, authorize, or endorse this site. So we've got 5 sets in this collection. As you can see, we have a few different vehicles. All of the iconic Jurassic Park Jeeps are represented here. And we have some really cool dinosaurs. There's only one new species this year, and that would be the Brachiosaurus, which we will talk about more in depth in just a second. But we also have a new Triceratops. I love getting herbivores. Triceratops is my favorite dinosaur, so very glad to get another one. We have 2 new Velociraptors. It's the same print, but it's a new design for the creature, and they're just gorgeous in my opinion. We have a new Dilophosaurus, our first new Dilophosaurus in like 4 years. And we have a new T-Rex. And I have to say that a lot of these dinosaurs are like my favorite versions, or maybe not my favorite versions, but just really great versions of them. Like, I'll be partial to my T-Rex from 2012, but this T-Rex is really great. These Raptors are really great. And I had some gripes with the Brachiosaurus when it was first revealed, but now that I have it in person, I just love it so much. So we'll go ahead and start with the dinosaurs because, in my opinion, they are the stars of the show. So first up, we'll take a look at the Triceratops. It is very brown. I think that this is like the most single-toned dinosaur we've ever seen from LEGO, but it's pretty cool. I like the printing. As far as color schemes for Triceratops go, I do like previous ones better, because I don't love this color combination. Again, I feel like it looks a little bit too brown. It is accurate to how it looks in the movie, but I really like that olive green Triceratops from like 2019. I think that that one might be my favorite. The Dilophosaurus, it's also just a slightly new print. It's not like a huge change in my opinion, but the previous one wasn't so green. It was also like more like nougat-y. So I think that it's pretty cool. And again, I just always like getting new colors for dinosaurs. Sorry if that doesn't focus super well, but I don't want to spend too much time on these things. The Raptors, I really, really love the printing on the Raptors. Again, a more muted color scheme than we've seen in the past. Sorry, the camera was not focusing on like any of these things, so I had to move it down and cut off the bigger dinosaurs a little bit. But yeah, a more muted color scheme, but I really like it. They look perfect to me. I wasn't paying a lot of attention to dinosaurs like the Velociraptor and T-Rex in this wave because I was just so focused on the Brachiosaurus. But I really like the way that this one turned out, and like I said, it's just the same print for both of them. And then we have a new version of Rexy, or I think her name is technically Roberta, but I really like this color scheme. Again, muted, realistic, like very earth toned, but it looks excellent. I really like the printing, especially around the face and around the eyes. To me, like, these dinosaurs look the most like the movies. Like, I've never felt like the dinosaurs in the LEGO Jurassic World sets looked exactly like the movies, but with the Raptors and T-Rex and Triceratops and everything, I do feel like they look exactly like the movies. Like, I feel like I see, like, this to me looks more like Rexy's actual eye in the movies than any previous Rexy we've gotten in the past. She does have some scarring, and I really like the scar printing on the other side of her body. So yeah, again, it's just, for someone like me who has so many T-Rexes, it's just nice to still keep loving the ones that I'm getting now. But of course, moving on to what I think everyone was super excited for, the Brachiosaurus, the very first one of its kind, and this is the biggest LEGO dinosaur ever made. It's not the biggest molded LEGO creature though, because I still think that Smaug is bigger. But this thing is just so cool. It is pretty like proportionally accurate. I didn't love the tail at first because I thought that the tail was too short. I still feel like it's a little bit too short. It's just the same as the T-Rex tail piece. but brachiosaurs did have, I think, pretty short tails compared to other sauropods. So it's okay. I mean, it works out. It's a really nice shape. Like, it's just so wonderful to grab this from the body and then just like move it around. This has quickly become one of my favorite Lego dinosaurs ever. I will say that. And I really, really love like the big neck and the wonderful head printing. There's a little bit of a closer look, brand new headpiece, brand new lower jaw piece. I don't like the mouth closed. I think it looks a little bit weird. I really like it with the mouth open. But you can move the head up here. You can move the neck forward. So that's like a pretty nice look. And the neck can rotate quite a bit. So you can actually kind of like get some freakish poses out of this thing. And I mean, I've seen some complaints about like the big gap in the joints. Yes, there is a big gap right there. The one on the bottom does kind of bother me because I feel like it didn't need to be that big because there's like it can't move down any more than this, but there's still. Oh wait, I guess there's that much gap because the head needs to rotate. But honestly, I would have sacrificed 360-degree neck rotation because I don't think the neck needs to rotate 360 degrees. You know, I don't think it needs to rotate that much right there. Being able to rotate at the top of the neck is important, but I would have sacrificed a little bit of articulation to have, you know, like less of a huge gap. That being said, I still think the dinosaur looks really good. When it was revealed, I was kind of bothered at the fact that it didn't have movable legs. I'm still not happy about that because the only other dinosaur with immovable legs is the Dilophosaurus or the baby dinosaurs that are smaller. Every other Lego dinosaur has movable legs, so this one not having movable legs, it's still disappointing to me. But again, it's still fun to play with. I really wish. I know it would have needed 4 more new molds, but I really, really wish that the designers would have just gone like all the way and made the perfect Brachiosaurus. But as far as these things go, they're really cool. I want to get a whole herd of them. They cost like $30 to $40 on Bricklink. I'm thinking about buying 3 of them from a seller in Germany because I'm just desperate to have a whole like mini herd of Brachiosaurs gracing in my Jurassic Park. So as you can see, we do have a bunch of vehicle builds here, but there are a lot of iconic scenes from the movie represented. From the discovery of the Brachiosaurus to like the iconic Ford Explorers, the Visitor Center, the Raptor paddock, and Nedry's Jeep. So let's go ahead and start with that set. This is the smallest one, the one that comes with the Dilophosaurus, of course, because it's the scene where the Dilophosaurus kills Nedry, which is a little bit violent. I don't want to spend a lot of time on like the minifigures and stuff, but they are all excellent. I really like the build of this Jeep. It does have some mud, and I like the stickers. It's really well put together. I think it's a great size for like a $25 set, I think this was. And yeah, it's pretty perfect. Looks exactly like the things in the movie. Easy access to the interior, lots of space in the back. The Nedry minifigure is excellent. He has the Venom face right now, which again is a little bit violent for like a kid's set, but I really like that it's a 2-seater vehicle and everything. So I do think this is my least favorite of the 3 vehicles in these sets, though. I do really like the dock section as well. You can kind of spin the sign around so he gets lost. And of course, we do have the shaving cream can, which has 2 new prints. I love that LEGO actually got the licensing to make that because it looks perfect. And of course, it did reappear in Dominion as a little Easter egg. The Ford Explorer seems to be the exact same build as the ones from like the T-Rex Breakout set a couple of years ago, but I don't know if the build has changed. I don't have the other ones with me here in California to compare them, but I do still love the color scheme. The stickers are great. I like the way the front of the car is built up. You have like the big like open roof. That looks excellent. And this one also does have the correct branding, and you can easily lift off the roof. I love the Ellie minifigures in these sets. She's using a vibrant coral color for the shirt, and you do get like a clean variant of her outfit, and you get this muddy version. So I really like that. And she does get a couple of different hairstyles too. Ellie is one of my favorite Jurassic Park characters, so I just love how much attention her minifigures got. Because having 2 different variants of a main character is just always nice, and you can fit 4 minifigures and some accessories at the back. I think the Ford Explorer is my favorite vehicle, but I do like this Jeep as well with like the open, like kind of roll cage top. Are they supposed to be the same vehicle? Just like one has like the roof on? I don't know how cars work, to be perfectly honest. But that is a printed piece in the center. Again, the build is really nice. I love the sticker designs on the side. John Hammond is in this one, and because of like this roll cage part, it reminds me of that vehicle in the Dilophosaurus set in for Jurassic World in 2015, which was my first Jurassic World set ever. So I just really like the roll cage style Jeeps for that reason. You can fit two people and I guess a third one back there if you want. And we have John Hammond coming in a set outside of like that big direct to consumer exclusive for the first time. Same thing with Nedry and Ray Arnold and some other or no, only those characters. Because Ian Malcolm did come in a Bricktober pack. But yeah, it's really awesome seeing the iconic vehicles, minifigures, dinosaurs, and everything made here. As for the Raptor paddock, this is a 4+ set. I only bought it for completion's sake because I am not a 4-year-old, but it's a pretty good one. I mean, I do think you get a decent sized paddock. You have a nice printed egg, a play feature to collapse this wall. I also really like this winch, which is using a piece in the middle. Like this spool has a stud on it, and I don't think I've seen that before. And you do have a really nice print with a Velociraptor on it, and our very first Muldoon minifigure ever. So he was missing from that direct-to-consumer set in 2019. So it's really, really nice to see him in this one. And I also like that this set has a little like opening door feature, which I think is pretty well done. That set also came with this little ATV for Ellie. Here you can see she has a different hair color, or not color, different hair piece. And she does have like the unmuddy version of her outfit. And there's a hot dog for the Raptor to chase. And then this came with the Ford Explorer set, Ian Malcolm. Looks like an excellent minifigure. And it's a giant pile of poop with a brown frog on top. And inside you can find the berries that the Triceratops ate. And so I think it's really funny that this scene has been represented in Lego form. So this plus the Ford Explorer and the Triceratops, that's like the one medium-sized set here. Then we have the Brachiosaurus tree, which is really well built, actually. Like, I love the way that this tree looks, and I want more of them, because I want more Brachiosauruses, so I'm wondering if I should just buy more copies of this set and make a little forest, because this is tall enough, like, it's taller than the Brachiosaurus, and so it can pretty easily graze. You can make it, like, you can raise its head up to get, like, the tallest leaves. It does have to come off the ground just a tiny bit, or it can kind of lower its head to eat out of Ellie's hand, and so that's why I've used that shocked face on her. And it's just really cool. It is like a little bit unnatural to have that big platform poking out of the center where she and Alan Grant are standing. Alan looks great though. He comes with his raptor claw. And the tree itself, like I said, it's well built. You have a lot of leaves and flowers. You have a little broken eggshell at the bottom, again, referencing that scene from the movie. And I do like the frogs hidden all over the set, because I don't think there's a frog in every set, but I think there's a frog in most sets. And I think that it's just a reference to the fact that the dinosaurs in the movie had their DNA filled in with some frog DNA. But yeah, you can see that the way the leaves are built, it wasn't difficult at all, but it's just a really nice, like, thick canopy once it's all finished. Finally, we have the visitor center, probably the most iconic location in Jurassic Park besides the main gates. You do get a little T-Rex skeleton to recreate the interior where the Raptors and T-Rex fought. It is not to scale at all, but it's a really nice little build. I'm really impressed with it because I think it looks really good for its size, and it has a lot of articulation if you wanted to like Night at the Museum this and make it come alive. And it's a nice looking thing. I think it's a perfect size for play. It's obviously not as big as the actual T-Rex like molded animal, but it's still very respectable, and I'm not disappointed at all by how it looks or how big it is. The visitor center building, on the other hand, based on pictures, I thought I was going to be a little bit disappointed in it, because this set has less than 700 pieces and it retails for $120. And that is, a premium price because of the multiple dinosaurs included. So I thought that this would feel really small, but it doesn't. I think it looks excellent. That's kind of also why I wanted to make a video, because when I like sets more than I expect, it makes me happy to talk about them and report that I was wrong, because, sometimes I look at pictures and I feel completely differently about a set in person, and that's how I feel about this one. I do feel like this is one of like the best Jurassic World / park sets we've gotten in the last couple of years. especially as like a flagship set, because I did not like the last flagship that much, the Giganotosaurus set. But this one, I really like the pillars, I like the windows. Those are stickers at the front for the decorations, but it looks really nice. I like the Lego style for the T-Rex skull. You don't have like the stairs so much. That's something that I would still love to see a direct to consumer visitor center one day, because this is really awesome as a playset, but it would just be so cool to have a collector's version of this. But I really like the roof. I feel like the when I put the roof on, I got like really happy with the whole build because it just looks so perfect. It does have a decent interior as well, and there are more minifigures on the inside here. You can see the banner when dinosaurs ruled the earth, and there is a little play feature if you hit this Technic piece. You have to hit it really hard, but it pops like this pin out, and that kind of hurt my finger actually. I don't know if I love the way that that play feature works, because yeah, it just feels very aggressive, but it's cool, and I really think that this banner piece is pretty nice. Over here you have a little laboratory with a mosquito and amber piece, some computer screens, a microscope, and then you have Mr. DNA on the wall there. And then here is Ray Arnold, who's a little bit freaked out right now. I would be too with all the dinosaurs around. And then I really love this figure. I love that we get a young Henry Wu. I was not paying very close attention to any set in this wave besides the Brachiosaurus. So honestly, I didn't know that Ray Arnold and Henry Wu were in this set. And I'm really glad we got a young Wu. And of course, it's the iconic scene with the dinosaur eggs. You also have like the iconic paintings represented inside, like on the wall, the little murals. So the one here is Parasolophilis. I hope I'm saying its name right. But that is a really cool design, and I really hope we see that as an actual Lego animal one day. And then on the other side, of course, you have the iconic Velociraptor, which looks excellent. And this whole area of the set, I think, is really great. I love the variants of Ellie. That's the third version of Ellie that you get across these sets, so that's wonderful. I like that version of Alan too. Lots of food on the banquet table. There's even a ceiling fan. Like, I love that that's included. It's those little details that really make me love sets like this. Just a little like potted plant, and then you have Lex and Tim eating like the jello over here. So you don't have the kitchen represented, but that's like the only thing that's missing from like this area of the visitor center. If there was like a little bit of the kitchen, then this set would have been more than perfect. But as far as this set goes, I did think that it felt too small for $120 in the pictures. But I feel like when you put everything together, you have 6 minifigures, and all of them are exclusive to this set, which, again, it's really impressive for me, in my opinion, like for a 2023 Lego set to get 6 exclusive minifigures in a $120 set. And you get one big new dinosaur, one smaller dinosaur with a repeated print, and a dinosaur skeleton. Like, looking at everything together, I really feel like this is worth the retail price, which is something that I think, I don't think I say that often about Jurassic World sets in particular, because usually the dinosaurs, just drive up the prices so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this collection video, even though these sets are, like 6-7 months old at this point. But I was really happy with them. That's why I wanted to talk about them. I cannot wait to see what kind of Jurassic World sets we hopefully get this summer. I really have my fingers crossed for some new dinosaurs. That Brachiosaurus is just so cool. I would love to see more new species, especially new herbivores. Like, give me that Parasolophilis. Again, don't know if I'm saying it right. I'd love a Stegosaurus. Stegosaurus is one of my favorite dinosaurs after the Triceratops. But there's just so many more we can see. I'm still crossing my fingers for a Mosasaurus eventually. So let's hope we get some real good dinosaurs this summer that can live up to these sets, because I honestly think that these sets were kind of better than the Jurassic World Dominion sets. Let me know what you guys think about them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well, and check out my website, goldenninja3000.com, and I'll see you guys with more videos soon. Bye for now.